All right, here now is Pete Hegseth, Fox and Friends weekend co-host. Pete, thanks for joining me. So, okay, listen, give it to me about the hypocrisy of the left saying all our kids and all our citizens should wear masks, but they themselves don't wear masks.
Yeah, I mean, Sean, it's cartoonish at this point. The only person remotely vulnerable to COVID in that classroom with Stacey Abrams was Stacey Abrams, for all the reasons that go unstated at this moment. Yet the kids are masked and she's not, right? That's how they view the world, because it's not really about science. Or take Eric Garcetti, for example, out in Los Angeles, who said, I took my mask off, but I didn't breathe. I didn't breathe? Like, the amount of arrogance you have to make that type of statement shows precisely what kind of leader you are. You want to lead your state, you believe masks should come off, then have the courage to take on your own party and say, the science doesn't justify masking kids, they're time to come off. And here's the sad part, Sean. In New Jersey, Connecticut, I know these governors are now saying we're going to remove masks. Fine, great, good. But ultimately, it has nothing to do with science and everything to do with the fact that there's a midterm election coming on, and Joe Biden and House members and Senate members who are running need to make it look like we're going back to normal. So now they're going to take the masks off the kids. It's so disheartening, and it's hypocritical. You're exactly right.
But Pete, you make a good point, because in New Jersey, where your kids go to school, the governor in a Democrat state almost lost re-election. So I think he sees that the voters actually don't like all these mandates. But I want to get your take on this, because in Northern Virginia, as you and I are fighting to get our kids out of masks, in Northern Virginia, where the governor there said, listen, I'm going to give parents the choice. You can choose to put your child in a mask, or you can choose to not mask them. In Northern Virginia, the parents are fighting to keep all the kids in masks. I think they only watch CNN, MSNBC, and listen to Fauci. But there's a crazy dichotomy between parents who say unmask and Northern Virginia and other parents who are saying mask up.
Well, Sean, you know this. If you watch another network or you're watching other channels, your fear index is still pegged. You didn't get the memo of the Johns Hopkins report that talked about natural immunity. You didn't get the memo because it's not reported upon that lockdowns didn't work. You didn't get the memo that cloth masks aren't effective. You didn't get any of those memos because they don't report on any of that, because it doesn't feed the fear complex. So as a result, you get parents that are still afraid, which is true, and they want to vaccinate down to 6 months old if they can. But you also have parents that are in the pockets of teachers' unions. I mean, a lot of these parents are also teachers themselves. A lot of them are wedded to the Democratic machine. And so to think all of this is organic is to be, I think, a bit naive. There's a lot of political opposition here to Youngkin, who's doing something that's popular for most people in Virginia. And oh, by the way, if you love masks so much, you can still wear 3. And you can still make your 6-year-old wear 4 if you want. It's an optional.
I don't know, people. I think you have a lot of parents who want to mask their kids. They want to vax their kids, regardless of what the science says. But I got to tell you, Rachel and I sat home, I think it was last weekend, and we watched the 5-part series, Miseducation of America. Pete did that on Fox Nation. It is great. You get a great history of education and what went wrong in America. But as you look at these mask mandates, Pete, you didn't talk about this in your special, but as a parent, should we be looking also at what kind of rules do our schools have in place that they impose on our kids, in addition to the miseducation of America?
Well, I appreciate that. I think this is a rule that we see because they wear it on their face,
That's
right? A mask that they can't take off that we know. Most of what they talk about in these classrooms, we know almost nothing about. And because of the Zoom classroom over the last 2 years, we learned about it. But teachers, there's instances after instances all over the place. Just search of teachers telling their kids, don't you dare tell your parents, or don't bring that test home, or don't bring that homework home, or this sheet is just to be circulated in class, or this is just a private discussion in class, or it's not in the curriculum, except it is in the pedagogy, the way that they teach. It's all been hidden on purpose, because if parents actually saw it, they'd be disgusted by the, anti-American, racist, anti-capitalist material we see in our classrooms today. Wake up. Masks are the most obvious element of it. There's so much more and it's so much deeper. And I appreciate you guys plugging the Miseducation of America. I hope folks check it out.
And Pete, I know that gas prices have gone up really high, and that's why you have a hoodie on today, because the Hegseth house is cold. You had to turn the heat down in the Hegseth. So I appreciate that, brother.
Sean, just being comfortable for you, brother. I had to drop a kid at basketball practice, barely made it back, and I said, either I make the hit or I put on a tie. And so much respect to you, but I'm here.
Listen, you look good in the hoodie, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the perspective. All right.